What a pleasure to be here. So wonderful to be in Pasadena where it's 138 during the day and 36 at night. A pimp don't know what to wear. I'm in the hotel lobby. I got on a fur coat, some swim trunks, some Timberlands, and an umbrella because I don't know what may happen in this raggedy bitch this evening. I am just here to remind all minorities that with what's going on in the world today, you have got to be happy about whatever you got in your life right now. That's my message because the world is crazy right now. What is gas? $600 a damn gallon right now? I don't care how much money you got, gas is entirely too high. That's all I'm saying. You are not supposed to be at the gas station making life decisions. You just at the pump. Just, Negro, did I eat today? I can't get no half a tank. I got 6 cigarettes. I can't even do it. They done messed up the whole gas station experience. Used to be, if you had $10, $15, you could go to the gas station with confidence because you knew you was either going to be full or damn near full. If you had a 20, you ain't even talk to the person at the counter. You just 20 on 11, bitch. They done messed up the whole gas station experience. Used to be, if you put $15 in your tank, you had time to bond with your vehicle. You had time to put the nozzle in and set the clicker and look through your car and clean off the dashboard and look through your CDs and run in the store and get some Pringles and a Snapper, and it'll still be pumping. Now if you put $15 in, you can't even turn around good for that son of a bitch click. As soon as you put it in, just click, click. There ain't no damn gas in that car. The world...
Ladies and gentlemen, Dave Chappelle.
Thank you. Oh boy, I'm very nervous. No pressure. During the Civil Rights Movement, I can't read what's on the teleprompter. Some about black America and white America. There's black Americans and there's white Americans. We're all one America. So if you don't mind, this is not live, is it? I imagine whatever I say, you could just edit it out. Let's try it a few ways. Lou, are you in the booth?
I am.
All right, good. You know what, Lou? Let's just play around with it and see if we can get it right, get this clip package on, and then let me go home. All right?
You got it.
All right.
Ready?
All right. Count me in.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Wu-Tang. I'm just with you, Lou. Let's do it again. We're gonna do it again. We'll get it right.
Here we go, Dave. 5, 4, 3, 2.
You know, when I was a comedian starting out in Washington, D.C., right here in this city, 1988, I'll never forget this. It was a comedy club owner that banned profanity from his comedy club. He said it offended his audience, and this was a cause of major concern for all the comedians in the circuit. And we all called a meeting, and we had the owners come, and it was the club owners, and it was the comedians. It was the classic labor dispute. The club owners laid out their case. There cannot be profanity in these clubs because that offends people. And there's a comedian who's still a good friend of mine to this day. He lives right here in Washington, D.C. He stood up. And he said, he's black, I should tell you, because it's important to the story. He says, I use profanity because I live a profane lifestyle. He says, I don't have an insect infestation in my house. I have roaches. My favorite comedians are like musicians, and the audience is their instrument. And the music they make is your laughter. And that's the laughter that I scored my entire life to. So now, some of my favorite American comedic composers. Thank you.
When I lose my job, I lose my man. treat me like a dog. He called me a dog. Yes, he did. What did he call me? An old dog. Sometimes I wished I was a dog and he was a tree.
When you stop and think, football's a fair sport for my people. Only sport in the world a Negro can chase a white man and 40,000 people stand up and cheer him.
See, in my neighborhood, the kids have a kind of a dubious reaction to that whole Santa Claus concept. They just don't believe that a white man will ride a reindeer through Harlem after midnight.
In truth, white friend, it's you that all look alike. But look at the black people around you. We're all different colors. Black walnut, burnt almond, chocolate mocha, pecan, vanilla, yellow, mellow, light, bright, and damn near white.
We come from the first people on the earth. You know, the first people on the earth were black people. We the first people had thought, right? We was the first one to say,
where the am I? And how do you get to Detroit?
I think maybe like 30 years ago, there was a woman that wanted to sing, and a black lady that sang opera that wanted to sing. What was her name? Mary Anderson. And this place was like segregated, and they couldn't sing here. And here we are, like not even 50 years later, a 22-year-old black man on stage getting paid to hold his. God bless America. I gotta go now. Y'all take it easy. Bye-bye.
Janelle Monáe, Will Smith, Common, Gladys Knight, and John Legend when we continue.
They finished reading this shit. You come in, your beeper going off. Your woman, how you doing, Tweety? Is that a dog or what the fuck is? Oh. No, I didn't know it's dark out here. The fuck I know. I love you, Tweety. I thought you had a poodle or something. I didn't know the fuck what type of shit it is. I'm here to have a good goddamn time. You got white people here, black people, Asian. That's the way it's supposed to be. Mixed with peoples. Tired of racism, tired of black and white. That's all the fuck I hear. Black and white, black man, white man. The white man, the black man. If I was Chinese, I'd be mad at the motherfucker. They don't never say shit about us. Never say shit. But we sure quick to laugh at their ass at the Chinese restaurant, ain't we? Let me have number 14, 15. When they start talking that dong dong bing dong bite die, you start kicking on the table, kicking and shit. Keep laughing at motherfuckers who fix your food for you. See what the fucker happened to you. Oh, Chinese come back and feed your ass some cat or dog and shit. You be barking all fucking night. Ho, ho, ho. Man, you don't fuck with your stomach. Your stomach is the most delicate thing on your goddamn body. That and the ass. When your stomach fucked up, you ain't in no shape to do shit. And you can tell when your stomach fucked up what you gotta do. When you fart, your fart will tell you what you gotta do. If you get a fart to go, your stomach just hurt. That's all that is. That ain't nothing but some gas. If you get a fart to go, you gotta shit. When you hear that, your ass is wet. Soggy to the motherfucker. Ain't nothing worse than a wet ass, let me tell you. I'll tell you like it is. See, men, we pass gas, you know. We can't do the shit in front of people, though. You're gonna do that shit in front of your boys. Women can't pass no gas at all. Oh, women pass gas, you'll cuss their fucking ass out. Especially on the first date. Hey, baby, you having a good time? Nasty bitch. Stinking ass bitch. What happened to that girl? I ain't gonna see that skunk motherfucker no more, man. Bitch farted all in my car and shit. What type of shit is this? I don't care how fine she is. She farted in your car, you mad. And she didn't tell you? That's the worst thing somebody can do is fart, don't tell you. And you getting ready to talk. Man, stinking bastard! You know I ain't lying. We all the same. I'm gonna tell like it is. Ain't no difference with nobody. Ain't no difference between black and white. We marching doing that old bullshit. We the same fucking people. Everybody here gonna die. Whites do the same fucking shit we do. They just do the shit different. Whites pay their bills on fucking time. Black folks, we pay our bills when the fuck we get ready. You see the bills on the goddamn table. Black folks, we'll push that shit to the side. We don't pay no bills. We see some red writing inside that envelope. And every black person in here know what the fuck red mean. Red mean hurry up. Be quick, motherfucker, be fast. And we know black folks like to argue. No, we ain't paid no bills. The light cut off, but that still don't stop your ass from going out there to argue with that lady behind that counter. Bitch, what the fuck I'm gonna do now? Come from around that motherfucker. You know you ain't paid shit. Now you want to make a payment plan agreement. Let me put $20 down there. What the fuck $20 gonna do? The bill $900. You lazy bastard. Look out for a motherfucker.
Hey, congratulations on the new special and the DVD. I'm kind of wondering, what sets this apart from previous work?
What sets it apart? Because I'm tearing apart every fucking thing.
Yeah, you kind of start with it right at the beginning there, don't you?
Yes, I do. Yes, I want to fuck Michelle Obama. Yes. It's my way of saying that's a pretty motherfucker.
Well, that's what I want to ask you. I mean, of all the women out there, you know, are you singling her out for attention because it's shocking, or I mean, do you really want to fuck Michelle Obama?
Well, let's just put it like this: I wouldn't kick her out my bed.
What is it?
I mean, that is the first lady that is fuckable in a long time.
Well, and I wanted to ask you about that. I mean, had there ever been a first lady before that, even, you know, before either of us was born, that you saw a picture of and went, yeah, I'd do her?
Oh, Jacqueline Kennedy could have got it.
That's about it?
She could have got it.
Yeah?
Yeah, she could have got it.
If it worked for Jack Kennedy, it'd work for you?
Oh, yeah, shit. She was a fine motherfucker, shit.
Now, do you think we're ever going to hear stories about Barack Obama the way we hear about Jack Kennedy? I mean,
I don't know, because Barack he's Captain Safe. You know, I mean, if you're gonna put any kind of superhero jacket on him, he's Captain Safe.
So you don't.
I don't know if the brother's ever said motherfucker.
Well, you remember when Joe Biden said it to him early in his administration, he kind of turned green. He didn't seem to like it too much.
Nah, and I don't know many black men that don't use the word motherfucker.
I don't know many white men that don't use the word motherfucker.
You understand me? So yeah, that's Captain Safe.
Captain Safe. Well, so what do you think about Captain Safe's first 2 years in office?
I think he's done one hell of a job finishing the Bush administration's plan. I'm still waiting on the change part.
You haven't seen it yet?
I ain't seen no change, you know what I mean? I seen some change go to Wall Street, you know what I'm saying? I seen some change go in the pocket of the Senate, you know, but I ain't seen no change.
What would you like to see him do? What would constitute change for Eddie Griffin?
Well, if the motherfucker would just, I mean, this is some simple ass shit. What are we spending, like $750 billion bailing out rich motherfuckers on Wall Street? There's only about 250 million Americans. send $1 million to each one of us. Now, if you take the $1 million, the only stipulation is you cannot quit your job. Now, that will fix the motherfucking economy quick, fast, and in a hurry. Because if a motherfucker got $1 million, they're going to buy a house. So the housing market has been fixed. You ain't got to bail out the motherfucking automotive company because if I got $1 million, I'm buying a motherfucking car. You understand me? Maybelline's going to sell because the bitch want her face all fixed up. Clothing market's going to have a good time. The motherfuckers going to buy clothes. Everybody's making motherfucking money. Get the money to the people. We would do what we do. Spend it.
So if I want to vote for Eddie Griffin in 2012, what else are you going to run on? I like that idea.
For the low price of $250 million, not $750 billion. So, I mean, if the brother can do that and then bring our troops home from everywhere and let everybody handle their own shit. And then put the motherfucking country back to work. That way crime will go down because the motherfucker got a job. He ain't got to rob a motherfucker to eat. Because our infrastructure is falling to shit. Now, if you put the whole country to work rebuilding the motherfucking infrastructure, updating the country, like anybody that owns a house, you know, every 4 or 5 years, you're going to update your crib.
I had a real weird experience last time I came down here. I was in Nashville, right? Sort of an awkward social situation, right? I'm sitting at this bar. There's this white dude sitting like 2 stools away. I don't know him. He doesn't know me. And that Terrell Owens story was in like sports news. So I try to make conversation. I'm like, man, look at this guy. This guy just signed a $40 million contract. He's already bitching, man. How much money do you need to make? And the dude looks at me. He's like, you know what I say? And then he looked over his shoulder, which I now know is the telltale sign that the N-word is coming, and it's coming hard. Oh, yeah, it's not going to be pronounced with the A. It's going to be with the R. And he hit the R. He, like, stuck the landing. There was, like, a dismount. Klan members high-fiving in the background, like, doing the wave. Just out of nowhere. So now, immediately, I'm looking over my shoulder like, dude, what the hell are you doing? You know what I mean? I'm waiting for, like, this hail of black fists to come raining down on top of me. I hate when people do stuff like that. That dude made me part of, like, a potential ass-kicking that I had nothing to do with. You don't do shit like that. He just had that word, hot potato, just threw it in my lap. Trying to pass it down to the next white dude. I hate when people do that, man. You know, it's like, dude, feel me out first. Ask some questions. Do you like to fish? Have you ever fucked your sister, right? I start rattling off answers, then you go old school. You give me a pamphlet, you tell me about your militia. Don't just dive into it. That dude was one of the angriest people I ever met. I should have known that word was coming because he was just watching Terrell, right? Anytime I would bring up, look at man, that guy's talking trash, he would just like flip out. He won't shut up! You know those people get like so mad they're not even looking at you? Their eyes are up. You just shut up and play the game! You know what's funny? I don't even like Terrell, but now I love the guy. Because every time I see him talking trash, I know this idiot in Nashville is just losing his mind, like kicking over his kitchen TV. Shut the fuck up! Actually, I got a couple friends of African persuasion, and I got to get rid of them, man. I got to admit to you. I'm finding I'm spending too much money on clothes hanging out with them. Because I got to, like, fucking try to keep up with their wardrobe. It's like every time they go out, they got all brand new shit on. All brand new shit. So when I show up with my white version of brand new, which is, you know, I ironed the shit, right? I ironed it, right? It's new. They just start trashing me. I can't keep up with them, man. They got like fucking 58 pairs of sneakers.
Me to let me know because I wouldn't have been as shocked. See, that's that touching all that middle America and going different places. Huh?
I said it many times. I said it to people. I said, yo, this guy can win. I said, this guy, you know why? Because first of all, if you come from a third world country, you recognize Donald Trump. I've seen many African dictators who do exactly what Trump does. They're charismatic, they're crazy, they say wild things to one person, but then when they're in the room, they change their tone completely. You know, you see Trump, same thing. What does he say about Muslims? And then now he's in Saudi Arabia going like, come on, Muslims, we got to roll together.
Yeah,
you know,
the fight is ours.
Yeah. But he was the same guy on the trailer. I ban all Muslims. He was that same guy, you know? So I've seen that. But I also saw how good he was at commanding an audience. Trump was funny, man. On the trail, he was funny. He was good in debates. He had what Hillary didn't have. And that's a thing that I've come to realize in America specifically. America likes to elect politicians that are essentially all about the charisma. You know, they want you to have that flair. They don't really care about the policies. What do you make them feel like? That's what people choose.
Let me tell you, we were watching the election at night, right? And it seemed like it went from so-called sugar to shit.
Yeah.
Because we were sitting and it was like, oh, okay, it starts, you know, polling places on the east start closing down, this start. And I remember we have this thing called GroupMe, so we're all in our text as the neighborhood. And it was like, oh, you know, Hillary got this, oh, it's still early. And then it was one that came in, I don't know if it was from Ida or Natalia.
So scary.
And it was like, I'm getting nervous. I think that, I'm still like, you know, come on. You know, and then when I'm looking, and then when I start doing the math, I'm like, oh my God. And I remember watching and I could not go to sleep. And I remember when he got it. It was like President Trump, you know, elect. And I remember my wife waking up and she's like, baby, who won? And I was just like, baby, you're not going to believe this.
Go back to sleep.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you're not going to believe this. I literally came to work the next day, Trevor. And for one, I didn't sleep that whole night.
Right.
And I came to work and my stomach hurt. Because I can't believe, I thought America got it so wrong. But rewind, there were so many people when Barack got in that probably was like, America got it so wrong.
Exactly.
When your guy or gal doesn't win, oh, they got it so wrong.
Yeah. But I will say this. One thing that people have to acknowledge is, as long as you have the Electoral College in America, you have a system that is not indicative and not representative of the votes of the country. I'm not gonna. I find it weird as someone who comes from a place like the numbers are the numbers.
Right.
The majority should rule. It's as simple as that.
That's just like the Celtics if they got blown up by 30.
Exactly.
And like the Cavaliers, oh well, when we do the numbers,
we got those electoral points though.
So,
you see that LeBron electoral dunk? Yeah. Unfortunately, you know, apathy becomes a symptom of people who have something for a long time. You don't appreciate it until it's gone.
Right.
You know? And so in South Africa,
that's what people saying about Obama.
I know, exactly.
Believe this, right, man. I'll take 7 months of Bush right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And so if you think about it, when you're in a world where you've always had the right to vote,
right?
You know, that's why if you look in America, if you look specifically, black women have some of the highest voting rates. They do not mess around when it comes to voting. You know, they don't take it for granted. Black old women are some of the most ardent voters because they remember when they couldn't vote.
Right.
They know what it was like to not have an option to choose. And so I know when people say, they go like, oh, what's the point? You're choosing between nothing and nothing.
Right.
I go, think of it like this. Think of politics like your drive home. Right? Your GPS gives you two options. It says you can go this way, you can go that way. Are you going to be the person who says, well, what's the point? There's traffic on both routes. And it's like, all right, well, one or two things are going to happen. You're not going to go anywhere, or someone's going to choose the route for you. And then you're going to be like, oh, man, now I'm stuck on the 110 and I want to kill myself.
That's what I tell people. I'm like, man, if you don't vote, somebody will vote for you.
Exactly.
They will definitely vote for you.
And people go, it's the lesser of two evils. Well, why not choose the lesser of two evils?
Yes.
Who are you that you don't choose It's like choosing between being shot and being stabbed. I will choose being stabbed.
Right.
Who are you that you don't
now,
want
see,
the
me
choice?
personally, I probably choose getting shot.
You getting shot?
Yes.
Yeah,
You talking about to death?
Oh no.
You die faster,
They just
right?
shoot. They just shoot or stab.
All right.
They
Well,
say to death.
okay, well, can I take my ballot back?
Die.
Okay, I'll probably go stab for 200 then, Trevor Noah. Thank you so much. Now, you were born in Johannesburg, South Africa?
Yes.
I heard that, man. Did it seem like, did you know that one day you were going to come to the States? Or?
I never thought it was possible. I was the first in my family to board an airplane. I was the first in my family to buy a new car, a house. I was the first in my family.
Wow.
So I never dreamed of the things that I've been able